We're now going to cover everyday carry, or commonly referred to as EDC. These are items that you carry on your person to assist you in day-to-day life. If you're a prepared individual, you will want to carry these items that can assist you in escape and evasion, survival, and self-defense. A common EDC loadout carried on your person, these items will assist in basic survival and self-defense situations. You will want a high-powered flashlight, a folding knife and multi-tool, a big lighter, a cell phone, a legal carry handgun, a defensive blade. And that's your first line gear, what you carry on your body. Second line gear is something that may be carried in a bag, messenger bag, backpack, something that you have close by. You'll want things like a trauma kit, spare magazines for your firearm, a fixed blade knife, a canteen or water bottle, a Silcock key, a GPS and compass, a phone charger, food bars, and lockpicks. Third tier is things that may be like a bug out bag or a vehicle kit, where you have basically larger items from your first and second line gear, or redundancies. Let's take a look at an everyday carry kit. These are tools and items that you carry on a day-to-day basis to help you, with day-to-day life, survival, and the possibility of having to defend yourself or resist a capture attempt. Everyone knows a cell phone is like one of the most useful items that we have today. Communication with friends and family, you have maps, you can take photos and stuff like that. But during a scenario where a major disaster happens, it may be difficult to call out on your phone, but it could be possible to send a text message. So that's just something to keep in mind. But it's very useful in communications, obviously. The next thing we're going to talk about is a multi-tool. A multi-tool is probably one of your best items for an urban survival scenario. You can do a lot of things with it. You can repair your vehicle. You can butcher a 500-pound elk if you have to with it. So it's one of the most useful items in an urban situation, and you can improvise and make other tools with it. If you don't carry a multi-tool, I would suggest that you carry a utility knife or tactical folder, something that you can do pretty light survival work with, as well as defend yourself if you have to. Even though you may be carrying a folding knife, I still recommend carrying a fixed blade defensive knife. This is something that can be quickly taken out and used to defend yourself and give you those precious seconds that a utility folder may not. Another item is a lighter, a big lighter, making fire, and it's just a useful survival tool. Because in an urban scenario, most of the things you may need you can find off the landscape, but with a few tools, it will help aid you in manufacturing shelters or making fires and things of that nature. I also recommend a high-powered flashlight. I like one with a strike bezel so I can use it as a weapon if need to, but the bright flashlight can blind an assailant. It can also be used to cut through smoke in a burning building and do a lot of things for you. Illuminate the night you drop your keys on the ground or what have you. Also recommend a concealed carry pistol and something small. And this is going to be your first line of defense if someone does try to capture you or you need to defend yourself or your family. Obviously, you need to be legal to carry it. Make sure you follow your state guidelines. And this is the first tier. This is equipment that you keep on your body that you're going to always have on you. We're now going to move on to second line gear. And in second line gear, especially in an urban environment, a compass and GPS are great to have. GPSs can fail at certain times, so it's good to have a compass. It doesn't rely on batteries. And it gives you gross navigation, especially in a city where you may be moving around alleys and be in an unknown territory and get turned around. This will keep you heading on a constant bearing so you don't get lost or circle back to where your captors may be. Always carry a phone charger, obviously. A Silcock key is another great piece of gear because you can get water from industrial faucets that's found on the outside of buildings many times. Field trauma kit to address any wounds that you may have. In addition to a field trauma kit, I like to have a secondary tourniquet, basically to stop any severe bleeding. Carry a spare magazine in your bag as well. A few energy food bars or granola bars, trail mix, something to eat to give you energy because you may not be able to, acquire food. Carry larger size lock picks than what you may conceal on your body. This is just a backup to what you already have. I also suggest carrying a fixed blade knife because even though you have a folder and multi-tool, it's good to have a fixed tool at times because this can do a lot of different things and it's a lot more durable than something with a pivot on it. To carry this gear, you'll want some kind of bag, and a small messenger type bag or laptop bag is the best thing because people don't really pick up on it. Like myself personally, I notice people with backpacks, no matter where they are, unless it's on a college campus, then you can get away with that. But carrying a backpack is kind of odd in day-to-day life. But carrying a laptop bag is seen all the time, and you're not going to be suspected as a threat. So it's a good way to carry all this equipment that you may have on you. My favorite fixed blade knife comes from a company called Survive Knives. They make a wide range of sizes, so you can have small knives like this, a 4-inch blade, up to a 10-inch chopper. They use super steels like CPM 20V and CPM 3V that has great edge retention and is usually corrosive resistant in most climates. So check them out. They make some great tools. So we've looked at first line gear and second line gear. Your third line gear is going to be things like bug out bags or vehicle kits or home kits. This is stuff you're going to carry in your day-to-day life, the first and second line gear. The third line gear, third tier, is going to be something sitting that can provide all your survival needs in case you need to move or bug out and get away from where your residence is or where you have a large quantity of supplies. It's going to be things that's going to help you survive and supply your basic needs. So, you can place these in caches. You can keep them at friend's house. You can keep them in your vehicle or keep them in your house to quickly grab and if you need to leave. We're now going to discuss escape and evasion tools. These are items to assist in escaping illegal custody and move through non-permissive environments. These are smaller tools that need to be hidden on your person. Things like concealable lockpicks, handcuff keys or shims, razor blades, button compass, Kevlar cordage, paracord, a diamond wire saw, bobby pins, a burner cell phone, cash for off-the-book transactions. Layering these escape tools on your person is the best thing to do so they're not easily found. So you'll want to layer these tools on your body. You can layer them in the hem of your pants. You can sew them into your clothing. You can tape them to your body. You can keep them hidden in your mouth like a lot of criminals do. They'll keep razor blades in their mouth and stuff like that. Taped to the undersoles of your shoes. You can have secret pockets stitched into your clothing. They can be hidden under bandages. Paracord boot laces can have Kevlar threaded inside of them. And there's also something known as a button hide that we'll go over. We're going to look at some escape and evasion tools. These are tools to help you escape illegal custody and to move through non-permissive environments. These are tools that you need to keep on your body, hidden on your body. First, we're going to talk about lockpicks. General lockpick sets are large and you can't hide them on your body. They're easily recognized and you shouldn't have them. You want to look more at concealable lockpicks. Small picks like this RCS Tool Company kit. It's called a jackknife kit, and it has multiples of different types of picks and a combined tension wrench. You can also get smaller tools like these Bogatas made of titanium. They don't leave a magnetic signature, and they're small and can be concealed. To bypass multi-wheel combination locks, you may want to use something like this easy decoder here. Now that's some gear for lock bypassing and lock picking. The next thing you'll look at is cutting tools. There's a wide variety of cutting tools. You've got everything from the most basic, like a razor blade that you can get at any drugstore. You can get small cutting tools like this with a razor and saw combination. Diamond wire that will cut through metal. Then they have small ceramic razor blades like this one that can't be metal detected. Kevlar cordage is very thin and small, and it can cut through most rope and flexi cuffs and zip ties. Then you can get little rescue hook blades like this to also cut through flex cuffs and zip ties. Moving on to handcuff gear, a lot of companies have small concealable buckles like this that you can put on a paracord bracelet that can hold a plastic handcuff key. You can get plastic handcuff keys from a lot of different companies out there. You could also just carry a standard handcuff key, although this could be metal detected. You could also carry a shim like this, or even just a couple bobby pins, and we're going to show you how to use these to escape handcuffs. Another pretty cool product is the TIC, or Tiny Inconspicuous Handcuff Key. It's a small handcuff key that can be clipped to your back belt loop. Like I said before, in urban survival, navigation in cities is very difficult, so it's good to have some kind of tissue map. You can print these out yourself and carry some type of compass. Cash is king in a grid down scenario, or trying to have off-the-book transactions where they're not recorded. Then some type of burner phone. You can get these prepaid phones that aren't registered to you, and they can't be tracked or traced. Let's talk about layering the escape tools. Anytime you're putting these type of things in your body, you don't want it to be found by your captors, so you want to keep them hidden in multiple places on your body. Don't just put them in one place and expect that to make it through a pat down. You want to have them in multiple places, so they may find some, but they may not find all of them. Something as simple as taping something like a shim and some handcuffs to under your sole of your boot is a trick that you can do. There's something known as a button hide, where you have a handcuff key tied to a button, poke a hole in your clothing, and just fish the handcuff key and then pull the button down to your clothing. And that way you can just pull it out and use it when necessary. You can lace Kevlar cordage inside of paracord and use it as boot laces. You can take something like a diamond wire saw and slide it into the hem of your pants. That way it can be easily retrieved. You can take a small handcuff key like this one and just keep it up inside of your mouth, hidden in between your gum and your cheek. A method I really like is the bandage technique. And you just take a standard bandage like this, and you'll tape tools inside the bandage and then squirt the inside with like a blood capsule so that it looks very nasty, and your captors definitely don't want to touch that. Those are just a few techniques. Really just let your imagination roam. You can probably figure out a lot more stuff on your own, but just try it, test it, see how it works out for you. You can tape stuff to your body. Just try a lot of different things and see what works out for you. You can also sew pockets into your clothing to keep hidden tools on your body, like this shirt I'm wearing. It has a small hidden pocket, and it's made by Tripalt Design. So this pocket comes on the shirt, but in here I have some small lock picks. I have a small handcuff key and a ceramic razor blade.